So this is the story pretty much that tells how I learned how to manage stress from my parents. Okay. I remember a few years back, we were driving to Florida to see family friend, and I live in Texas. Okay. So it was a long ride. And my dad is driving, and he's a safe driver, and we on the right side of the road, of course. And cars passing us on the left, like that's how it's supposed to be. And there was this one car, they just kind of passes very fast and then just kind of cut in front of us and then slow down. My mom immediately goes into this big explosion, like, I cannot believe how those people driving here, like, my gosh, we almost hit them. And my dad's like, no, we didn't hit them. I mean, we're fine. And then I'm like, we're just having a good time and you just blow up, about something that's really not worth blowing up about. And I will never forget what my mom said. She said, what else are we going to talk about? And I was like, really? And I started thinking, how many times in my childhood, my parents were totally overthinking something, totally overdoing it in any stressful situation. And then I start thinking, am I doing the same thing? Like, is this really a big deal? And then, I started paying attention how other people that I hang out with, started realizing that other people react differently at other things, and I am reacting like a big deal of everything. I realized that I was catastrophizing so much what was happening in my life. Basically, I was creating stress when probably there was none. And that's what I recommend my clients. Really start paying attention. What are those patterns that you learn from your childhood? How to manage that stress? Because that will be answer so many questions. Where is it really coming from? Where did you learn that from? And of course, how to solve this? Well, you already know, you already acknowledge that. You start paying attention how often that comes out, and then you can change that. Then you can ask yourself, where is that I really want to be? How I can react to this? And then new habits. And that's why I recommend getting a coach, because it can help you go from the place where you already know what you don't want to be at, and then having a goal and how to get there. Because you need to have someone will help you with accountability, who will inspire you when you're like about to jump off the cliff, and the one that you really can console, and I will be laughing at you. And a lot of people say, hey, I was just gonna talk with my therapist. Well, why do I need to have a coach? The way I understand, therapist is like an archaeologist, okay? You go back in your past and you dig down and you see what's there. But you see, the coach is really the one, is like an architect, okay? Because it says, okay, this is the foundation, this is what we have, and now let's just build that different future than it used to be. Let's do something beautiful and something new. And that's why I recommend everyone to have a stress management coach.